Shout out to everybody who saw me load those motorcycles for the first time. Yes, the first time we rode them up, we did not ride them up. I stood next to it and go up to it. And let me tell you, learned my lesson. Because behind the scenes, what almost happened is my foot got caught underneath my saddlebag and I almost dropped it. It almost was catastrophic. We didn't. We started riding them up now.
We're Rich and Chris. We hit the road in April of 2020, traveling on motorcycles. There's so many ways to get out and explore. But remember, it's not what you ride, but that it's your ride. So make it an adventure.
The ramp that we have is a Big Boy Easy Riser by Black Widow. Is 48 inches wide, so 4 feet wide, and it's 12 feet long. It can hold 1,000 pounds. So I can just ride these bikes up and on top, and it's got these punch plate designs, so it's very grippy even if it is wet. The slippery part is the bed of the truck. Why did we get this truck? Hey, well, first of all, the price was right on it. It's a gas engine, 6.6 liter, 4-wheel drive, HD, with the LT trim. So it's got a better trim package than the work trucks, which most of these type of chassis are just the work trucks. They just have vinyl everything. This one had the upgrades, but it was also a dually. I knew I needed a dually platform flatbed to get 2 large bikes on. The single axle flatbed was not wide enough to have enough room for 2 large bikes. It's just a standard flatbed. I'd like to get it rhino coated. I also had them install those 6 pucks. Those are 10,000 pounds a piece, so I could carry all kinds of stuff. I could load this thing up with 10,000 pounds and pull 14,000, so it can pull just about anything. And it's large enough vehicle to set it at cruise control and just go through those long interstate runs when we're trying to get to another area. So anyways, after I go through the ritual of putting all of my straps in order and where I want them, I'll get on the bikes, come around, I get to the back of the ramp, plant both my feet, pay attention to what I'm doing, commit myself, and then go up the ramp. It's always something that I really am aware of. It's kind of like when I used to climb ladders for refrigeration. I'd sometimes have to climb a 24-foot ladder, fully loaded with tools and a compressor on my back. Got to say a prayer every time I went up that ladder. So, all good.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm prepping for loading the motorcycles. And it's kind of a little ritual I've got to make sure everything's correct.
So you're basically laying out the straps in the strategic spots where you're going to hook them to the bike.
Correct. When the bike is here, I'll be able to crank it this way. Here, like this, or this way, I can get it while I'm down standing next to you.
Okay.
It's up underneath here. Most of the accidents you see with ramps off the back of trucks, whether it's a pickup, a flatbed, a semi, or whatever, is a lot of these guys, if you watch them on YouTube or TikTok or whoever it is, they don't strap these ramps to the back of the truck. So when they're going up the ramp and they throttle it, whoop, pushes the ramp right out from off of this edge and down they go. You see them on Now that we've loaded the bikes, it's time to unload them. So the important way to do this is you have to have your tongue out. Otherwise it can't be done correctly. See, tongue's not out, it's not working. To prevent this thing from falling over, make sure that kickstand's down so I can release that other side and then the bike will come this way, but stay on the kickstand. It won't fall over and bend the wheel chock. Don't ask me how I know this.
Here's what we learned on taking the motorcycles off the trailer is, number one, the most important thing is kickstands down, not while transporting, but when we're getting ready to take them off. And number two, loosen up the back straps first. Why did we learn this? We learned this because Richard's bike kind of flopped over, and this is what it did. Nothing to the motorcycle, thank goodness. It's a little crooked.
See how that went on there? Onto that kickstand? What we want. And here, take a look at this. People have asked how I tie these down. I don't compress the shocks. I take it here at the base with this strap and then pull it in. So it's not compressing the shock. It's not even compressing the cantilever. Only one that gets slightly compressed is the tail of it. So now I'm on the kickstand.
And then you can release that.
And this one's released easily then at this point.
Do you ladies out there get the same request? Where's my keys, honey?
Just give me both. Stick them in my pocket down here. This is the reason why I like this ramp, and we chose this ramp the way it is because it's 4 feet wide and 12 feet long. So it's plenty of length. I could even get the Harley up here, but it's also big enough to where I can stand on this platform and guide this thing all the way up or down. I don't leave it running and use the clutch because this has a hill assist and it stops it and brakes it. So I just turn it on and keep it in neutral and then guide down slowly. And when you get to this part, your feet dangle for a second, but you can do it. Your bike feels so small. You don't understand it. This is the standard. It's not a low. Mine's considered a low.
Love my bike.
Weird. That's the scariest part for me.